The night everything changed began with a sound nobody in Korogjidan village had heard before. It was the sound of a grown woman crying from a place so deep that even the wind froze. People sleeping in their small mud houses turned on their mats. Children stopped twisting in their dreams. Even dogs stopped barking. Only one person in the whole village knew the source of that cry. Her name was Abeni. And at that moment she was running barefoot toward the river. Her wrapper was loose around her waist. Her breath was shaking, and her eyes were filled with something between fear and hope. Abeni had lived in Ajidan village for 12 years after marrying her husband, Olatubosun. She had money, she had land, she had beauty, she had respect. But she had no child. And in Ajidan village, that one thing overshadowed everything else. People whispered when she passed. Look at her. Beautiful but empty. She has everything except what matters most. Her husband is patient now. But for how long? Abeni heard everything, every comment, every laugh. Behind her, every gentle reminder that she was not enough. She tried herbs. She tried prayers. She tried staying positive. She even tried pretending she didn't care. But she cared. She cared every morning when she woke up to silence instead of children's footsteps. She cared every month when her hope rose and then fell again. She cared every time she saw a mother tie her baby on her back. One evening, when the shame felt too heavy, she whispered to her husband, Olatubosun. I need a sign that my life still has meaning. He hugged her gently. We will be fine, Abeni. But her heart didn't believe him. There was a place no one talked about, loudly. A place mothers mentioned only in low tones. Osara River. They said a goddess lived there. A powerful one. A goddess who could give life. Or take it away. Her name was Yemoja. Some villagers feared her. Some respected her. Some didn't believe she existed at all. But barren women, they believed. They always believed. Late one night, when the moon was full, and the whole village was quiet, Abeni got up. Her decision was made. She tied a white wrapper. She took a small calabash. She carried a lamp. She walked toward Osara River. Her tears were hot on her face. Let this work, she whispered. Let me not return empty again. The closer Abeni got, the colder the air became. She could hear the river before she saw it. A slow, deep sound, like someone breathing. When she stepped through the last group of trees, the river revealed itself. Moonlight sat softly on the water. Mist rose slowly from the surface. The leaves around her trembled, although there was no wind. It felt alive. It felt awake. She knelt. Her tears fell into the river, disappearing instantly. Yemoja, she whispered. I have come. The river surface rippled. She froze. She placed her calabash on the water. Inside the calabash was what the goddess required. A white cloth, a tiny carved wooden baby, a string of cowries, and a drop of Abeni's tears. I want a child, she said softly. A son. Please. The river grew louder. The light around her shifted. Then a voice, soft, feminine, and echoing like it came from all directions, filled the air. Abeni. Her heart nearly stopped. I am here, she whispered. You want a son? Yes, she breathed. A son requires a price. Will you take it? Abeni didn't hesitate. Yes, anything. The river went silent. Then the voice returned, deeper now. You will have your son. But his destiny will not belong to only you. One day, he will return to me. Do you accept? Abeni's eyes filled with fear. Return to you? What does that mean? But the river did not answer. The silence stretched, heavy and cold. Abeni whispered again. Please, explain. Still silence. Her heart pounded. Her tears fell faster. She had asked the question every barren woman asks at the point where hope meets fear. If I don't agree, will I ever hold a child of my own? She closed her eyes. I accept. The river suddenly glowed bright blue. Mist wrapped around her like soft hands. The calabash sank into the water. Then the voice whispered, Rise, Abeni. Your son will come. Name him Omotayo, the child who brings joy. Then everything went dark. 3 months later, Abeni felt something she had never felt before. A kick. She screamed so loudly, Olatubasun ran into the room thinking she was hurt. She grabbed his hand and placed it on her stomach. Another kick. He gasped. Tears filled his eyes. Abeni, is this really? Yes, she whispered. It is real. News spread faster than Harmattan fire. Neighbors shouted. Women danced. Some people stared with shock, some with jealousy. But Abeni didn't care. For the first time in her life, she felt whole. 9 months later, on a warm morning with clear skies, she gave birth to a boy. He was healthy. He was strong. His cry echoed across the village. She named him Omotayo. From the day he was born, Omotayo was different. He rarely cried. Animals followed him around. The river near the farm always rippled when he walked past it. Sometimes when the moon was full, he would walk outside and stare into the distance, as if he heard something no one else heard. But he grew into a kind, humble child. He helped strangers. He protected smaller children. He smiled easily. Abeni loved him with a fierce, powerful love. Sometimes when she held him, she remembered the goddess's warning. One day, he will return to me. She pushed that memory away. She refused to let fear spoil her joy. But fear has a way of waiting. Omotayo grew into a tall, strong young man. At 18, his voice was deep. At 19, girls in the village whispered when he walked by. At 20, he was one of the best fishermen in Gidan. But something strange began happening around that same time. Whenever he sat near the river, the water moved toward him. Whenever he touched the water, it glowed faintly. And sometimes, when he thought no one was watching, he spoke softly to the river, as if answering a whisper. Abeni saw the signs. Her heart tightened with fear. She tried to keep him away from the river. Omotayo, stop going there at night. Omotayo, that river is dangerous. Omotayo, please listen to me. He looked at her with confusion each time. Mommy, why are you scared of water? But how could she tell him? How could she tell him his life had been borrowed from a goddess? How could she tell him that the same river he loved wanted him back? She kept quiet. But destiny does not stop for silence. It happened on the anniversary of the night Abeni visited the river. The moon was full. The wind was cold. The air felt heavy. Abeni woke up from sleep with her heart pounding. Olatubosun said, "What is wrong?" "Omotayo," she whispered. "I can't feel him near." They searched the entire house. He was gone. Her chest tightened with fear. She ran toward the river. Her legs shook. Her throat was dry. Her mind was screaming one thing. Not now. Not yet. Please. She reached Osara River, and what she saw made her fall to her knees. Omotayo was standing on the surface of the water. Not in it. On it. The river glowed blue around him. Mist swirled. And behind him, rising slowly from the water, was Yemoja. She was tall, shining, beautiful, and frightening all at once. Her eyes were the color of deep ocean water. Abeni screamed, "No, please, he is my son." Yemoja's voice floated through the air. He was mine, first. Omotayo turned to his mother. His eyes were glowing faintly. "Mammy, what is happening?" Abeni felt her heart break. She told him everything, every detail she had hidden, every fear she had buried. He listened, quiet, still, shocked. When she finished, he whispered, "So, my life belongs to her?" Abeni collapsed. "No, you belong to me. I carried you. I raised you. I love you." Then something unexpected happened. Omotayo stepped off the surface of the water and onto the riverbank. Then he faced the goddess. A courage older than his age filled his voice. "I will not leave my parents. I will not leave my home. If my life came from you, then let me live it here." Yemoja watched him with unreadable eyes. Then she turned to Abeni. "You were warned. He was always meant to return." Abeni dropped to her knees. She held the goddess's ankles and cried, "Take anything else. Take my beauty. Take my strength. Take my life. But please, spare my son." For a moment, everything went silent. Even the river, even the trees, even the moon seemed to hold its breath. Then Yemoja spoke. "Stand up, Abeni." The goddess looked at mother and son. Then something shifted in her expression. "Omotayo is special. He belongs to two worlds, but he has chosen his own. And because he has chosen, with a pure heart, I will not take him." Abeni gasped. The goddess continued, "But everything has a balance. He will live. He will grow. He will love. He will stay with you. But his life will always carry a small piece of the river." Then Yemoja touched Omotayo's forehead. A soft light spread across his skin. The river calmed. The glow faded, and the goddess slowly disappeared beneath the water. Omotayo became a man known across many towns, not for wealth, not for status, but for kindness. He built a school for children who could not afford education. He created a small medical hut for the elderly. He helped farmers during harvest. He protected strangers without asking for a reward, people said. There is something different about him. He carries peace wherever he goes. He is like water, calm but powerful. And whenever he passed by Osara River, the water shimmered gently, as if greeting an old friend. Abeni grew old watching him become everything she ever prayed for. One evening she asked him, "My son, do you ever feel the river calling you?" He smiled softly. "Yes, Mammy. But I also feel you calling me, and your voice is louder." She cried quietly, not from fear but from gratitude. Many years later, when Omotayo became a father himself, he told his own children the story of the night he stood on the river. He didn't tell it with fear. He told it with pride, with purpose, with love, and with the simple truth. That night did not take me away. It gave me two mothers, one who birthed me, one who watched over me, and both shaped the man I became. Abeni lived long enough to see her grandchildren running through her compound, filling her days with noise, laughter, and life. And every time she saw them, she whispered, "Thank you, Yemoja," because she knew. Destiny had tested her, love had saved her, and courage had rewritten the ending, just like every great folk tale should.